Welcome to the I Don't Active Health Show with your host, Khalil Smith. We're going to be talking to Anita Dereen about her spa and how she helps the community with it and helps people with different injury concerns and etc. So we'll get right into it after this introduction. Hello, Anita. How are you doing today?
I am doing great, Khalil. It's wonderful to be on your show today. Thank you so much. I am honored that you have chosen to speak with me today.
Thank you for coming on. It's a pleasure to talk to you. I want to learn about your spa and what you do. I know you're a massage therapist. I want to know why you started. That's where I want to start off at. Why you became a massage therapist?
Well, becoming a massage therapist for me was a gift from God. I had no intentions of being a therapist. I didn't know about massage therapy until I had a transition in my life that pointed me into this direction. And once I understood what it took to be a massage therapist, I was sold. It has been so transformational, not just for me, but for my clients. So the reason I became a massage therapist is because it was a shift in my direction in my own life. That's pretty much why.
Can you enlighten me a little more about that shift? Like what happened in that moment? When
I was at a point in my life where I was in a different career, and everything in that field shut down. I was a mental health professional, and I work with a lot of clients who had issues with mental health, and they weren't getting the services that they needed. But at the time, before I became a massage therapist, the government had taken over the mental health field. And if you didn't have certain qualifications or education or training, they were pretty much weeding you out. So, needless to say, I was one of those people who didn't have what they were looking for as far as certain qualifications to deal with people who had mental health issues. So, needless to say, I ended up losing that job and bottom up, lost everything, ended up almost homeless. Thank God I had my mother, and I went back home to live with my mom in Florida. And in Florida is where I became aware of massage therapy. And that's when I started going to school for massage therapists to be a massage therapist in Florida. So that's where the shift happened for me. I had to lose everything to be opened up to something new in my life.
that's crazy. Sometimes you just have to pivot in life, but
Yes.
while you land on your feet, you found something you like doing, and you can help a lot of people with that.
Hmm.
When
So
did you go to school? What year did you start?
I went to school for massage therapy. I believe it was 2012.
Okay.
Yes, 2012. That's when I went to school. I went to Florida College of Natural Health, but now it's called Cortiva in Central Florida, one of the number one schools in the country. And I learned they had two different paths where you can do a spa path or you can do a medical path. And the teachers that I had, the instructors that I had at the time, they felt that I was better suited for the medical side because I was always looking for things. I wanted to have an outcome. I wanted to have results for clients. I wanted them, to receive something more than just relaxation. So they sit me on that path, and it was the best thing ever because for here it's always outcome based. I want to see you get better. I don't just want you to come and get relaxed and you go about your day. We really haven't dealt with any of the issues that you are dealing with daily. So I went down that path, the more of a medical massage path per se.
I'm glad you looked at it like that. Like outcome, that's like really important. Like I wish everybody would look at if they give a service, it should be outcome driven.
Yes.
Help them. So I was looking at your page earlier. I know you've tried to go to Brazil. You went to that, put in for that. Well, tell me about that. That too.
Well, I did go to Rio. I was one of the massage therapists selected to go to Rio for the Olympics. which was an amazing opportunity for me. It was fresh out of school. And my mentor at the time, she was like, you have the skill, you have the skill set, you have the knowledge, you have the stamina to do it. So just apply. As a massage therapist, fresh out of school, 2 years in, that's unheard of to apply for the Olympics, not just the Olympics, the Paralympics as well. And I applied and I got accepted. I was like in awe, like, oh my gosh, I literally can go to the Olympics right now. So that was an amazing experience for me. Um, just starting out, that was amazing.
Yeah, that is amazing, especially in Rio. I know it's beautiful out there. I went there once.
Hmm. It was. I wish I could have seen more of the country um, than anything. I didn't get to see much because I was working, but what I did get to see was very beautiful. So I have every intention of going back one day just for vacation.
It's amazing. I know you started your own spa, Zamariya Spa of Africa. Where did that name come from? Zamira?
Zamariya was given to me by my son. I asked a question of him um, if I wasn't his mother and he had to describe me, how would he describe me and what would my name be? And he has like, well, give me a moment to think about that. I was like, okay. And he did. He came back to me and he said, if I didn't know you and I was to describe you, I would say that you are a person, a woman who marched to the beat of her own drum. She learns the rules and she breaks them all. She loves her people immensely, and she wants to give them the best that there is, for her to offer. Also, that, you know, her culture, her history, the love she has for not just people, Black people in America, people all over the world. She wants to give them the best as well. So she wants to focus on our culture, our history, all of that. And she's like, she'll bring it. I said, well, why would you give her that name? And he's like, because Zamariya is a name that you can say, you can remember, and when it rolls off the tongue, you'll never forget it. So it's very easy to say. I was like, well, okay then. So shall
Crazy,
it be?
crazy. Now you got me trying to roll it off my tongue. Like, okay,
See, once you get it down, it'll just roll off your tongue.
Maria. It's beautiful, beautiful, elegant, strong,
Hmm.
powerful name.
Yes.
So I know you opened up in 2021, June 19th. What was the significance of that? Open
June
up.
19th. Well, I opened up before then, but I did the grand opening on June 19th, Juneteenth, basically.
Yes.
And I asked God, I said, when is this supposed to, when should I show this baby to the world? He's like, June 19th. I said, oh, that's a significant day. And when I realized, okay, that is a significant day, because at first he said June 19th, and I didn't really think about it. But that is our Independence Day. I say that's a powerful date because of the fact not only we're independent from the country, but we can be independent spiritually with growth. Our health, we can become independent. So I was like, that's one of the premises of the spa, is that we become independently in charge of our own health. So many of us aren't. And I was like, oh, that makes a lot of sense. So that was the grand opening for Zamariya Spa, to introduce her to the world.
That's definitely a special day.
Yes.
How often should somebody go see a massage therapist in your opinion? I know a lot of people, they may avoid it. They might not realize they have knots, or they need to go seek seek assistance.
So for what I do, like I said, I'm a medical massage therapist, and not many people have heard of that. They've heard more of relaxation massage, but they've not really heard of a massage therapist that deals with corrective issues. So if you're having a particular issue like lower back pain, neck pain, shoulder pain, whatever different types of pains you may have, first thing we do a consultation, and then we will do what we call an assessment of what's going on with your body. Now, depending on what we find and what we come up with, because it is always a collaboration between me and the client, You can come to see me once a week, twice every 2 weeks, or you can do a monthly. It depends on what you want as your recovery. Many people come see me every 2 weeks just to get better. And so they're not doing medication. So they're not, going to the hospital having to, get a surgery if that's unnecessary, when it's actually a muscular issue. So I would say, depending on what you have going on, because I can't say blanketly what, a person needs to get. I would definitely say sit with a massage therapist that has the skill set and come up with a plan for you specifically. Because I do specific things for each one of my clients. Nobody's the same. I hope that
Okay,
answers.
okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
Mhm.
Quick answer. I know you said it's a medical massage service. Um,
Mhm.
how do you go about using CBD in your business?
I know CBD is one of the ways to decrease pain.
Yeah.
Medical massage does cause a little discomfort, if not a lot of discomfort. It does. So what I know with CBD, as I've studied a lot of it, is that when you have many different, and I'm not going to get all the way into the technical part of CBD, but you have different receptors in your body. You have CB1 and CB2 that attach. So with CBD, and I use full spectrum, I don't use any isolate or anything, I use full spectrum. Um, it attached to those endings in your body where it helps to regulate what you need as far as your pain, if you are in pain, so that you're not feeling as much. And it also helps to the healing process in your body. So that's one of the things I try to teach my clients. So like, it's not something that's going to get you addicted. You're using it just for your health purposes, not to be, to be high, because you don't get high with CBD.
Is that how that conversation normally goes during like when they come in, you do your what did you say?
Yeah, assessments. And
Assessment, yes. And then you talking about CBD and
actually, they ask me about it because
okay.
they know it's a CBD spot. I don't push it. I don't even recommend it. Actually, they ask me, "Hey, would this work?" And then we'll start talking. We'll start having a conversation. And then I was like, "Okay, if you want to try this, there we'll have to sit down and talk about what strand would work for you, what type of medications you're already on, where your health is currently, because that plays a role. Are you active? Are you inactive? There's a lot of things that go into it before I even say, okay, yes, you can take it. Everybody wants to take it, but why are you taking it? So I don't really just, yeah, take CBD. It'll work for you. I really want to talk about why you want to take it. What do you think the benefits are going to be for you? And where's our goal for this? Not just to be taken to just to take it. So that's where we start. They'll ask me about it first, and then we'll go from there. And then if that's something they really want to do, for example, like I said, I use full spectrum. Full spectrum still has THC in it. So if you're at a job and you can't have that in your system, then I'm going to tell you no, not to take it. I don't want you to, lose your job because you're taking this for your health. I'll direct you to something different and put you in touch with somebody who has a different, like something that's not full spectrum, you know, so you won't get a positive drug test.
That's understandable. Yeah, I like that you include the information, let them know, make sure they're aware so they don't have
Hmm.
any backlash. But I do want to know, so I know you became a massage therapist because of what happened, but why did you open your own spa retreat?
Whew.
Like, what provoked you to do that?
That's, like I said, another thing from God. He's like, it's time to build bigger. It's time to take care of my people. And that's literally the words I got. I was scared. I'm not going to lie. I was scared because the people that I was going to be catering to, our people. And, you have to overcome the stigma of, we don't support each other. And I was like, that was my mindset at the time. It's not that anymore. It really isn't. So when I opened up this spa, I said, I'm going to focus on African American people of color and make sure they're doing good, because nobody really focuses on us. We were the last ones to get help. So I did. I opened it up. this is like I said, 2021. I'm trying to think. It's been like this year has got me all over the place. It's like it's 2021 now. In 2021, so we've been open a year,
That's amazing.
and it's been phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. It really has. I can't
I'm glad to
complain.
hear that. Yeah, I'm glad you did that. Sometimes change is hard, but
Yes.
but also it's needed. Like that's the only way you can grow. So I believe that. I'm glad you're doing it for our community. I
Mhm.
was just talking to somebody about that today. We don't uplift each other enough. We have to. That's why I enjoy talking to people like me on my podcast, talking about their business, why they're doing it, seeing how I can help. That's
Yes,
amazing.
sir.
Thank you for what you do. What is one of your favorite highlights as a massage therapist? Like, what is like a testimonial, like something that made you really happy from what you did,
Oh my
or an
gosh, it's hard to pick just one. It really is. I have so many of them. People have come from all over the country, and I don't advertise. I'm getting better at that. I don't advertise.
yeah,
And I've had people all over the country and say this was the best experience they've ever had, to walk in and hear somebody say, "Welcome home." And they feel like they're at home, and have an experience where they tell me about an issue that they're having, and I address it, and they feel better. They come out feeling much better than they came in, if not completely. The issue has been resolved. So I absolutely love that aspect of being a massage therapist. To actually watch one of my brothers or sisters walk through that door and hear me say, "Welcome home," and they come in and they feel like they're at home, because everything in my spa looks like us. Everything, from the decor, the colors, the music, everything looks like us. So that makes me happy when they come home.
that's amazing. You got me wanted to come out there.
Come on, come on home.
Okay, shoot, I have family out there, so I definitely will. I do want to ask you another question. How important is it to do manual deep tissue massage after workouts? A lot of people they don't take care of their body after like workouts, after putting that much stress on their bodies. I just want to know how important and how regularly somebody should do that.
So, being that I have several workout clients, they see me every 2 weeks. And just to keep their range of motion, because as you're building muscle, you can get really, really tight. That can shorten the muscle, that can shorten your ligaments, that can shorten your tendons. So, you don't have a full range of motion. It's important to get worked out. You're not going to lose muscle mass. That's not going to happen. We're not going to decrease your muscles, none of that. It's just to keep the range of motion so you can get a full movement when you're working out. Because if you continue to work out, it's getting tighter and tighter and tighter. You don't get the full movement that you need. Also, it helps you when you get massages to decrease any type of injury that you could possibly get working out. As your muscles build, you're causing them to be strong, and they're not as pliable as they get tighter. So if you do something that's too fast or in an improper way, you can cause an injury. And here we are, like a muscle tear. I know if you've seen that, on social media, where some guy had a pec that was torn, or a hamstring that was torn. He hasn't stretched properly. He hasn't got the muscles loosened up as needed. So it's very, very important. Very important.
Hopefully, my audience will listen up. Make sure you go in regularly and relieve some of that stress so you don't get hurt. But I do want to ask a question. This is for my audience. For somebody that's looking into going into your field, what 5 tips would you give somebody that was looking into becoming a massage therapist or opening up their own spa?
To become a massage therapist, find a very good school. There are a lot of schools out there, but find a good school to teach you the basics. And after you learn the basics, get under tutelage. Get under somebody who's been in the field for a while that can train you outside of school. Because when you go to school and you graduate, you pass your NBLEX, you're the same across the board like everybody else that came out of school with you. What's going to set you apart? It's best to get under somebody who's in the field, who's doing it, so they can teach you the ropes, because it's different once you get out of school. after doing that, see what direction you want to go. Who do you want to gear your services to? Who do you want to tap in? Who are your people? That's where you need to focus your energy on, your focus on. Is who is your people? Find out who that is, and you'll be extremely successful. Always stay linked up with other therapists around you. Have a good reputation and customer service. The word of mouth is everything. Like I said, I need to get better at advertising, but I really don't have to advertise now because the word of mouth is all over. I don't I don't advertise, but it does take time to get there. Always remember this too, is that you're not even come out of school making the amount of money that somebody owns a spa is making. You're not. It's just not. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm just gonna be honest with you. You're not gonna do it. I didn't start making what they call six figures until I opened up my own spa. But I had to sit under somebody to learn the ropes and learn what needs to be done. Learn what works, what doesn't work before I went out on my own, because you can mess around and you can go out on your own immediately, but it's going to cost you a lot of money. It does. It does. And I like to tell a lot of people who come into the field who just came out of school, what sets you apart? Because when you get out of school, you're not just competing against those who just got out of school with you. You're competing with somebody like myself, who's established. So definitely you got to look at these things and pace yourself. Pace yourself. Take time for yourself. Make sure you take a break. Make sure you get your own massages. Take care of your body, because if you wear yourself out, you're not going to be able to stay in this, because it is a very physically demanding field. Very physically demanding. Hope that
Thank
answered their questions.
you. Thank you.
And if
Amazing.
you got any more questions, just reach out to me. Email me. I'll answer you.
Oh man, I can't stop looking at that photo behind you. I want to know where you got that from.
Ooh,
Beautiful.
can't even remember where I got that from.
Where can people find you if they did want to get in contact with you or go to your location, which is in North Carolina?
I am in, like you said, Charlotte, North Carolina. I am on the north side of Charlotte. You can find me at Zamariya.com. You can go through there and you can schedule an appointment, or you can give us a call at 704-289-8811. If we don't answer immediately, just leave me a message. I will call you back within 24 to 36 hours. At least somebody from here will call you back. I do try to call everybody back because I know you got questions, whatever. Or you can email me at Zamariya Spa of Africa. I had to think about that for a minute. Zamariya Spa of Africa at gmail.com. You can reach me there too. So,
Why did you pick that location?
this was an up and coming location. And I'm going to be honest with you. I don't live too far away from here.
Okay.
And when I want to talk about really manifesting your desires and your dreams.
Yes.
So, give you an example. Like I said, I don't live too far from here. And I was taking a walk in the spring and I was thinking about what I wanted in my life. And I was walking up here and I saw this building. And I said, you know what? It'd be amazing just to have a spot right here. I said that when I first got here 5 years ago. I'm in the very location that I spoke about. So that I chose it because I thought it, I manifested, and I worked towards it, to having a spot. I didn't know this was going to be the location at the time, but I actually walked here and spoke and said, this would be a great place to have a spa. And here I am 5 years later at the very place I spoke.
That's wild. You spoke into the existence, you manifest, you saw a vision, you knew what you wanted, and it came about.
Yes, sir, it did.
I do like to ask my guests 5 questions closer to the end of the show. I call this the Eye on Active Health round. My first question for you is, what is your purpose in this life?
My purpose in this life currently is to provide a source for our people to have holistic health to understand that there are better options. There are other options out there outside of the mainstream medical. There are other options. So that's my purpose in life, just to impart that part of the world to our people. Um, I think I'm gonna stop right there because I got more purposes. But let's focus on that.
All right, I'll follow you up on the other ones. Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Where do I see myself in 5 years? Okay, so you just gonna run right into the other purpose, aren't you?
Yes.
I love it. Okay, 5 years from now, this should be franchised. This is the goal for this place, is to be a franchise and not run like normal franchises are run, like Massage Envy and the others. It's going to be a place that you can come and you can feel at home and you can feel heard and understood. Um, from there on, we're going into having a wellness retreat place where we are catering and taking care of people from birth to death. That's where I see myself in 5 years.
Okay. We follow that. I want to see. I want to see that happen.
It will happen.
Oh, I know. Yes, will. My third question is, what are some ways you lower your cortisol levels? I know stress, it can be overwhelming, building a business, maintaining it, going through it. How do you help yourself? How do you treat yourself when your levels go up?
Actually, I keep my levels very low. I stay in a place of peace. I understand that there are things in life that I can't um, resolve, and I resolve the things that I can immediately. I exercise. I eat very healthy for the most part. Um, I don't overwork myself. I know my limits. I get plenty of rest and fresh air. So, yes, I do stay at a calm, very peaceful level all the time. So, me talking to you now, this is me all day. Very, very calm.
Very wise answer. I love it. um, my fourth question is, what is your morning routine?
I
Is
love
some
my morning. I love my
Yes.
mornings. Okay. My morning routine. I do not wake up with an alarm clock ever. I wake up with the sun. And when the sun wakes me up, I get up and I meditate and I pray. I don't move in a hurry. I go, and once I'm awake, I'll get up and drink my lemon water, my hot lemon water. I'll sit down and I may read some scripture or meditate and pray. Then I'll get dressed after I've done my hygienes, and I'll get dressed and then I'll go about my day. I don't get into the office until 9:30, and I don't start work until 10. So I set my day and my intention well before I come into work. So I come in here in a place of peace. I start out in a place of peace. So I don't move. Alarm clocks to me make you get in a hurry. I don't wake up in an alarm clock. I wake up in a place of peace. So that's how my days start every day.
That's a perfect answer. I like the way you don't listen to alarm clocks
No.
and you wake yourself up. You set your intention before you get into your day because your day can overtake you sometime if you don't plan it.
Mm-hmm.
That's amazing. I'm about to get my notepad out. I'm like, okay,
Yes, no need to rush. Don't rush life. No need. Enjoy every aspect of it, every moment of it. Don't rush through the morning. Don't rush through your day. Enjoy the fact that you just woke up. You just been given another gift. Spend time in that. You just woke up. There's somebody that didn't wake up, but you were given that opportunity. So cherish that moment. Don't rush through it. Don't rush through it at all. So I don't. When I got it, I said, no, I'm not in a rush. People try to make you rush, but don't. Take back your time. Like, who said that? Maxine, I'm taking my time back.
take
Take
some
back your time.
time.
It's yours. Yes.
That's amazing. You got to be grateful that
Hmm.
she just woke up. My fifth question. What are some workouts you like to do to relax your mind and your body? Like some people may jog, walk, do yoga, and etc.
I walk, I do yoga. I will actually sometimes if I just really need to burn some energy because I had an easy day, I'll do some stepping cardio. I'll do that. I'll go get my own massage a lot, so that helps. But my type of massage is more of a stretching and body work. So I do get that. But yeah, that's what I do. I don't even I don't exercise that way. I I find it is more taxing to me than
Yes,
anything. So I guess you have to really understand your body and what your body needs. So that's what I encourage a lot of my clients. You got to understand your body and know what your body needs. Because not everybody needs to work out hard. So yeah, that's what I do.
everybody's different. I
Mhm.
understand. My last question is, what are some foods you like to eat to give your body energy rather than take energy from your body?
I like to eat a lot of fruits and vegetables. Um, and I say fruits and vegetables that aren't cooked. So I like to snack on things out of my garden. I have a garden as well. So I go out there and just pull something off the garden and eat that. You know, that's what I like to eat. Whole electric. I guess they call it electric food now. I don't know. That's the new term. So that's what I eat. That's what makes me happy. And I drink a lot of alkaline water um, to help me that with that.
Oh, that was another great answer too. I like that you have a garden. You growing your own vegetables. That's amazing. You avoid a
Yeah.
lot of pesticides that way. But I want to say thank you, Anita, for
You're
coming on
very
my
welcome.
show. It was amazing listening to everything about your business. Hearing you answer all my questions, I learned a lot.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go look at this over again so I can take my little notes, trying to live a calmer life, happier life,
Hmm.
and just be more in the moment, conscious, which
It
I
is
think is very
so
important.
important. It is so important. I mean, I just had a birthday, so
Happy
I'm very
birthday.
grateful. Thank you. I don't look my age, and I'm happy about that. So
You look
yes,
amazing.
thank you. Well, it was an honor and a pleasure. Thank you to your audience for listening. I hope they learned something and took something of value from what I said. And appreciate each and every one of them.
Thank you to everyone for checking into the Eye on Active Health Show. It was a blessing to be your host, and y'all have a great night.